hey. Hi everybody, it's Monday with Miss Martha, and here I am with Montana, another M word. So, Monday with Miss Martha and Montana today. We're going to do a little stretching like we did last week, but it's going to be a little different because I have a different partner. So, as I said last week, we want to make sure that the horse is really comfortable. So we're going to take everything off of him. He still has his halter on. Come on, buddy. Come on. We're going to take that off. Thank you. Put that over here. And I find it hard, although it's very cold in here today, but I'm also going to take off at least one layer and put that over here so that Montana and I can really stretch. Okay, so remember that before we stretch, we have to be grounded. Montana's grounded. He's got 4 feet on the ground. Yes, you do. See, he's saying yes. In order for us to get grounded, we have to breathe. Okay? So we're going to do some breaths. And remember what I said about breathing. So breathing is out with your stomach or your abdomen, and then breathing when you push it out. When you exhale, you're going to pull that in. Okay? So that's going to get all that air out of your lungs, and you can really push it out. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So we're going to inhale. So you can do this with your eyes closed. You can leave them open. Remember to feel your feet. That's the important part. Okay? So we're going to inhale here. Remember, we're not inhaling with our shoulders. We're inhaling right here. So inhale and exhale. Nice and low and slow. Let's try that again. I think I'm just going to snap this. Okay. Now. Okay. You're kind of in the way, Montana. Let's try it again. Let me get up close here so you can see. Here we go. We're going to inhale, and exhale. Nice and low and slow. Remember to feel your feet. So wiggle your toes in your shoes. If you're sitting down, make sure you're sitting at the very edge of your chair. If you're standing, make sure your feet are square like his. Are you square? You're not a square. You're a good horse. Okay? We're going to do that again. Last time for breathing. So really concentrate. Okay? Air in, air out. Feet on the ground, we have to stay grounded. Here we go, especially when somebody's pushing you. Here we go, inhale. And exhale. Is there a horse next to me? Okay, all right. He just wants to get to the stretching. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit here. Now, I don't want to scare Montana, because sometimes he doesn't like things up over his head. Remember when we did that with Patrick? Sometimes Montana doesn't like this, especially when it's really fast. So I'm going to go really slow. You can help me out, okay? Here we go. So arms are forward like this, palms are down. And we're going to go all the way up, and you're going to look at the same time all the way up to the ceiling. And then we're going to come down just to shoulder level. And we're going to try it again. This time I want you to inhale here. Inhale. Exhale as we go up. See Montana's head going up? He's trying to stretch too. He doesn't like things above his head, so I'm trying to be really quiet and slow and gentle here. No quick movements around Montana. Now, here's another thing that he doesn't like. I'm just going to step to the side here. Okay? And we're going to do arms out to the side. And we're going to do something a little different today than we did before. Last time it was just arms out, but today we're going to dip so that we're going to work on our waist a little bit and our obliques, which are on the side of your waist, if you will. Okay? So arms are going to go out, kind of in my way. The arms are going to be straight out, so I can't do that. I'm just going to do my elbows, but your arms should be straight out like this, okay? From the shoulder, so you can see the tips of your fingers, and they're not down or up, they're right level with the floor. I'm going to keep my hands here on my shoulders, and you can too. And then we're going to just dip over. Now, you have to lift up first, and then you slip over like this. And then you come on up, and we'll do the same thing. Montana's taking the limelight here. Montana, could you back up, please? Back up. Good boy. Good boy. See, I don't even have to touch him. He just does it. You're a good horse. Okay? Let's try that again. You can have your hands on your shoulders if you want, but if you have your hands out to the side, it's really neat, because then you can really tip over, and your arm can be straight up in the air. This one can be straight down, and you're lifting right up here through your rib cage. So we're going to go up like this. Now Montana's out of my way, so we can come over like this, straight out. Your fingers are right out straight from your shoulders. And then we're going to tip over this way. And then we're going to come up and over the other way. Good, and then we're gonna come up, okay? We can do this on the horse too, because it doesn't move our hips at all. Sometimes when we twist this way, our hips wanna go, but we have to be careful not to do that. So when we're twisting like this, you wanna just twist your rib cage, right? You can't twist your rib cage, you're a horse, silly. Okay, so arms out. We're gonna just lean over. Remember to lift, you're lifting here actually, and you're crunching here. This is a little crunch. And then you're gonna come up, and you're gonna go the other way. Did he just take a deep breath? That's what I think I heard. And then we're gonna come up, good. Okay, now today I really wanted to work on the legs, but that was a warm up for your top body, if you will. Remember that you're lifting up and in through your upper body, and then you're pulling down and back through your lower body. So we're going to just stretch our legs. Let's see what happens with Montana. So I'm standing. If you're sitting, you can do both legs at the same time, but because some of us are standing, I'm going to bring one foot and stretch it all the way back like this. Now both feet are on the ground. Are you taking the limelight, Montana? Back up. Back up. Jeez. I know. I mean, we want you to be in the film, but not like in it, you know? So both feet are flat on the ground, including the one in the back. My heel is down on the ground. You should feel a nice stretch through that whole back leg. Remember that your hips are forward. and now I'm just going to lean forward, okay? So that my chest is on my thigh. I'm going to move this back. My knee is right over my ankle. Okay, and Montana's helping out. That's a good boy. See? Yeah, good stretching. And then I'm going to come up. Good. I'm going to bring this back leg forward. So now I'm square again. We're going to try it on the other leg. Here we go. You can stretch too, Montana. Here, go back. Okay? Make sure that your knee is over your ankle. Okay? I don't have any, no, there's nothing in my pockets. Your back foot is down. And now you're going to just stretch forward. So stretch down as best you can. If this is as far as you get, that's no worries. And if it's hard for you, just put your hand on your knee, okay? And that's a great way of just helping yourself get down. If you can come all the way down, put your hands on the ground, that'd be great. Make sure that your knee is over your ankle and not over your toes, okay? So you don't want to be stretching too far forward. And what you're really trying to do is stretch that back leg. Is your head coming down? This is a good stretch for you. Yes, it is. Okay, and then you're going to come up, look up first. Always look up first, and then you're going to come up and bring that leg forward like this. Okay? I'm going to step back a little bit, just here. And then we're going to lift this leg up. Okay, don't throw me off balance, Montana. Okay, so one of your legs is going to come up. And remember, your thigh is parallel with the floor. Pretty sure I don't have anything in there. No? Okay, so your thigh is parallel with the floor. That way you can just move this foot around. You can just let it swing from the knee. You can go around. You can go around the other way. It can go forward and back. Forward and back. And you can even, hello, oh, we have another little helper here. This is definitely a bond. And then you can put that leg down. Okay, here we go with the other leg. We're going to lift that leg up. This is to strengthen your thigh. And it's also to have some flexibility in your hip. So you can stretch your leg forward and back, and then you can swing it around, and then swing it the other way. Remember the knees staying stationary. You're still parallel to the floor. This is a nice stretch and a nice strengthening exercise. Then that leg can come down. Okay. We're going to stretch forward. So just your heel is going to come forward. You can bend this knee right here. This one can be bent. Your heel is on the ground. Okay? And your toes are up. Oh, it's kind of like riding, isn't it? It's kind of what we say, heels down, toes up. So we have a nice long leg. See how long my leg is in this position. So now we're going to, now we're going to stretch back a little bit. So I'm pushing my hips back to stretch this leg even more. Hello, and if you want, you can touch your toes. My toes, not your toes. I know, I get it. And then we can come up and get square again. I don't think he's really helping. I'm not sure. Anyway, he's fun. Let's do the other Let's do the other leg. Here we go. So we're going to put that one forward, heel on the ground. Okay? This knee is bent. This leg is straight. And we're going to sit your hips back. Sit them back like this so you get a nice stretch in your leg. And then we can come forward and get an even bigger stretch in our back, especially if you have a little dog to help you. And your hands can come forward, stretching all the way. Okay, stretching all the way down. And then you can come up. Remember to look up first. Okay, eyes up first. Then you can put your toe down on the ground and come forward. Ta-da! We have stretched our lower body and our upper body, and we have a little bit of fun with Montana. Were you stretching at all? You did stretch your head down, right? That's something that Patrick didn't do last week, remember? See if he'll do it again. Ready? We're going to go all the way up. This is our last inhale. We're going to inhale here. We're going to come all the way down to the ground. Let's see what